Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Teesha, and today is Vlogmas day 19, so happy Sunday to everyone. I am filming this pretty late, and I actually have two videos for today. I had to go to the doctor today because I think when I was out and about in those neighborhoods, there was all this stuff blowing around, sawdust from the trees and insulation. I got like an infected sinus, so I'm not sick, but if I sound a little I'm doing better. They put me on an antibiotic and like a medicated nose spray, and they told me to rest. But let me tell you, not super comfortable to rest, so I'd rather do this. But because I didn't really do much with myself today so that I could go get that checked out, you know, I put on a little lip stuff. I don't really have anything else really on. I'm just getting on here to talk to you guys because, as we know, we have SAS coming up. So I had a couple of videos planned, and I don't want to do like 4 or 5 videos in one day. So I figured I would just do a couple today. If they don't turn out, they don't turn out. But I am doing just fine if I don't sound the greatest. I'm just, sometimes we're going through things, and I'm just like one thing after another right now, but still completely fine. So this video is my kind of intro to SAS. SAS is coming up. It'll start the day after Christmas. It always starts on December 26th. So the stores will be closed on Christmas Day, of course, so the associates can celebrate with their families. And then they open December 26th, and we don't 100% know what we're going to see. But I had put down some things that I want to do differently this time. If you recall, last time I did some tips and trips videos, and I didn't really follow my own advice. And I cannot promise I will this time either, but I still think it's important to plan and to budget and to know what you need. So I've done a few things for this video. So the reason I have to do things differently is because since I've been home, I'm on vacation now. We were, helping out and about, but then the weather got cruddy, and so, then with this happening, I didn't go out today. So I organized all my receipts, got all my tech stuff ready for the year. And I went through, I always save all of my receipts for my personal purchases. This isn't like gifts. This isn't anything for work. This is all just the things I buy myself with my own money. Again, I don't make money on YouTube. Just recently hit the 1K where you can start to accumulate AdSense, but I promise you all that goes slow, and that's fine. So this is all just purchase my own money. A few things were sent to me here and there, as I shared with you, but I wanted to kind of do this in 2 parts. So one thing I did since last SAS, because again, in the hunt for the good items, I ended up backing up and purchasing multiple of the same items because we were just, we got a ton of stuff. It all looked great, and we were backing it up because it was all there was to buy. And so I decided that after last SAS, I was going to save every Bath and Body Works item that I used from the last SAS till this SAS. And this is everything except for December empties, because that video I haven't filmed yet. So that could be added to this. But I'm going to insert a little video here. I just laid it all out on my bed to show you everything. So here is that video. All right, everyone, here is the portion of the video that I just wanted to see for myself, laying everything out, how much I would use. I started this bag right after SAS in June. And so now this is without my December empties. I haven't had a chance. This is everything I've used up from June SAS to now. So I have about 15 hand soaps here. About 2, 4, 6, 8, almost 10 lotions. I used up a few fine fragrance mists. I used up quite a few body washes. I don't think we saved all the card fragrance stickers or the hand sanitizers. Kind of been awful about that. And then this is all the wall plugs I've caught myself. Now, as you've seen in empties videos, most of these products, I tend to sometimes get really good at decluttering, and I've thrown a few things away, but this is, for the most part, everything I was able to use up, along with trying new scents from June SAS until now. So let's jump back into the video so we can talk about what we're doing for SAS this time around. So as you can see, I used about 15 hand soaps, 4 or 5 fragrance mists, 10 body lotions, and those were items I used full to empty, along with trying all this other body care. So a lot of stuff, but I like it. It's what I like to do. But that was as much as I was intentionally using, that was as much Bath and Body Works only. There were some other products I used, you know, Dove. I used some Philosophy. I used some other brands that I just use in my empties and I toss. So I don't keep everything because it'd be too much. And I don't know that I'll do this again. I may start it, but 6 months is a lot and it just gets in the way after a while. But it is really interesting to see it all together. So I wanted to share that little video clip with you, and now I get to throw this bag away. What I wanted to see with doing that was how much of certain things do I use. Like, I've got a lot of sprays in December's empties, I'm hoping, couple at least, because they were all right there, but we don't use them up as quickly. So what I noticed with my fine fragrance mist is I'm okay to get some minis. I always think the value's not there, but I'm able to use them up and rotate them out of my collection quite a bit faster than a full size. And as we know, those scents keep coming at us rapid fire. So I don't think it's such a bad idea to look for minis, especially if there's certain seasons or like you can't use them all the time, which you can use whatever you want, whenever you want. But like if it's something like, Iced cinnamon roll or vanilla bean Noel, you use that in the Christmas time. You typically will replace it with boardwalk taffy or something like that for summer. So I was looking at that and saying, okay, I'm going to put more minis on my list for a wish list. And I'm going to share that video in a separate video with you all. So another thing I was looking at, what can I use up a lot of? And I really seem to use up a lot of shower gels, and I use a lot of hand soaps. I mean, that doesn't seem like a lot, but I only have 2 sinks. And we're not home that much. We are all gone from 7 a.m. till almost 6 p.m. So a lot of our hand washing doesn't happen here. So that seemed like a lot of hand soaps for me. So I'm okay with my collection being a little bit larger there if I need it. So what I've also done is I did an inventory. And I'm not going to share those numbers with you because I don't think they're necessary. But I feel like I would love for you all, if you have time this week. I know it's crazy Christmas time and maybe you don't have a big plan for SAS, but if you do, I implore you to just look at your collection real quick and say, oh, I don't have as many shower gels as I thought I did. Or I only have 10 hand soaps on hand. That's not a lot. If there's a good soap sale, I'll allow myself to get some soaps. When I go into SAS sales and I'm just looking for any and everything, I do pick up any and everything. And then I have to figure out a rotation system with my stuff so that I can put that newer stuff towards the back and start using some of the older stuff. So that's another strategy. But I do implore you to do a quick little inventory. I did that for myself, so I know when I share my wish list video with you next, I can share a little bit more about that and just talk about what I'll be looking for the sale. So back to this. So I use a ton of wall plugs. I know wall plugs, if they are 75% off, will be going on my list because I use those 8 to 10 a month. So I use about 2 body lotions a month. I use at least about 1 fine fragrance mist. I'd say that was about 1 a month. I use 2 to 4 hand soaps a month. I'd say definitely more than 2, less than 6. So I'll go 4 a month. Those are kind of my numbers. Mostly me using, but like, of course, the family uses hand soap. But this bag is very interesting. This is something that I really want to focus on more on this channel in the year 2022. So there will be hauls. There will always be hauls. There was hauls before I did the channel, and I really enjoyed doing them. But I want to do a couple of series talking about, did I need it, or do I need it, or do I already have it? So I think I'm going to do something like a will I buy it when it comes to like a big seasonal collection being dropped. I always follow Life Inside the Page Daily Finds, a couple other Instagram accounts, and I'm like, do I already have that, or do I want the new packaging? Also some, if it's scents that we're just getting returned, I want to talk about, is it just the packaging? Pull out what I already have, make a plan to use what I have if I'm going to purchase. So there will be a few series I will introduce in January to you all. Just little things. Again, a lot of us are here for the hauls. We like watching them. They're fun to watch. But I also want to be mindful that my collection has grown by this much this year, because every year I do this. I have a book with a file organization system, and I put like Sephora, Ulta, Bath and Body Works, different companies, receipts. And this is my receipts for the year. You guys ready? You guys ready for this? This is the receipts of the year. Did you see that? It filled this bag. I don't know if you really saw that, but there are so many Bath and Body Works receipts and ColourPop, Ulta, Sephora, in-store receipts. I just am kind of flabbergasted at, I'm pretty flabbergasted at how many times I shopped this year. And I'm making efforts to use my collection. This is a lot of candles. As you guys know, I collect candles. I'm going to do an updated candle collection video in the new year too, but that is just what I went through today, realizing, sorry, everyone's home and we're making noise. So just today, going through my receipts and then going through those products has helped me realize what I do and I don't need for SAS. So let's talk about some semi-annual sale tips and what I'll be doing differently. So tip number 1, with body care, they will put out collections that are specific to semi-annual sale. For example, they're going to put out Summertime Surf, Endless Weekend, and Pink Watermelon. I'll put a picture here that I found on Instagram. Pink Watermelon is my like all-time favorite scent ever, that I even paid extra for on Macari because I had used up all I had and they didn't bring it out in 2021. So I will definitely be putting that on my list because it's a scent I will use up. So I want it in my collection. I want it. I'm using up what I already bought on Macari. That one I can buy without hesitation. Now the other ones, I need to look into the notes and say, is this something else I already have? Did I buy that and stick it in a drawer, or am I loving it? You know, so it's not that I can't double and triple up fragrances, but do I love the original or the one that sounds pretty similar? And I just want to bring that to you all. So that's some stuff we'll be talking about next year. But for this sale, so body care, I'm only buying it in store if it's at the 75% price point, or if it's at a price, for example, Pink Watermelon, where I don't mind to spend it. I'm not going through the adjustment phase, so I may not have a huge haul the first day unless I can find a lot of home fragrance or they bring in body care at that price. Because last year, some stores were doing that price right off the bat, and then my store was doing it the next week, and I would go in with my receipts to get exchange prices or adjustments, and they were all still pretty new from seasonal, and they didn't know how to do it. And I was like, I'm never doing that again. So my number 1 tip is know that that is a policy, but if it's a policy that you plan to use, consider shopping online. It is far easier to call ahead and say, call into customer service and say, hey, I need an adjustment. You change the price within that 14-day grace period, than to go into store and hope that the person knows how to do it and then you're not causing a line. Now, if you don't care, that's cool. I've always cared. I've always been that girl. I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to do that this time. So if I go in store, which I will, absolutely going to have a haul on the first day. And again, that list is coming next, my wish list video. I'm just saying, like, I'm only paying body care prices in store at the rate that I will pay them, and I'm not going in for adjustments in store. I will absolutely do it online there. It's easier. I don't know why. Maybe just because the customer service team online is a little bit more veteran. That could be. But if I'm just not sure about the price, I'll buy it online and hope that the price goes down. I can always buy it in store if it goes down and then return the one with my receipts. So just like my tips are, keep your receipts, keep everything organized. But if you don't already know your store is amazing at the price adjustment thing, consider buying online. You can adjust it that whole 14 days just with a call. So that's tip number 1. Okay, tip number 2, inventory before the sale. So we already kind of talked about that a little bit. I've gone through my drawer system, separate everything by season, and basically I know how many sprays I have for summer, spring, fall, winter, how many body creams I have, how many shower gels I have. That's pretty much my body care. I have some body butters. That collection's never going to be out of hand. I think I have 5. So I'm not worried about that kind of stuff. If I find one randomly, I don't have 20 or 100 different sprays or, body butters so that I have to worry about that. If I find a body butter at a good price, I can go ahead and pick that up. Scrubs, I can because I don't have a collection. But the things I have many, many of, I have a number of, and I just keep that with me. It just holds me a little bit more accountable on that day where I'm just kind of grabbing. I'm like, oh, don't forget, you already know that you have like 100 fine fragrance mists in your collection. So you need to probably not pick up 20 at SAS. And that's what I've done before. And I do think at first it helped me not to overbuy. But as SAS went on this last summer and I wasn't finding some of those items, I found myself overbuying things that I already had and didn't really need. And my final tip for you all is to consider a budget. Now, I'm going to put this in the things I'm doing differently category because, of course, last time I talked about a budget, but then I went way over budget. And I think that's because we all get that fear of missing out. Like, be real with yourself. I mean, some of us don't have to worry about a budget. That's awesome. But I know for me, when I see other hauls where there's so many products that I don't even have access to, or the price is so much better, or, you know, people are finding dollar wall plug refills, I'm happy for them, but I'm like, where's mine? So I'm just saying, if you know that that's a little bit of what's going on with you, still set yourself a budget. That way you can still enjoy the sale. It is just a fun time. You know, Bath and Body Works has a job to do, which is to make money. So they know what we're looking for. In some stores, like I said, on Candle Day, those girls in my stores, they were like, if you get one candle over 18, that's $25.50. That's $26.50. There was no, well, we'll just start another transaction. There was no, we'll use your coupon twice. We want you to have the best experience possible in the store. That's a totally different atmosphere. And of course, your budget should reflect that. But I'm just telling you, my experience is they're not really that they don't really care if you find the items you're looking for, or those Easter egg items, or those candle unicorns. Some of the stores are just there for what they're there for. Punch in, punch out, be done. And then we know some people, either on here or on Instagram, that are all in for their people and trying to help people have the best time possible. So let that reflect your budget as well. There's a lot of after Christmas sales to hit, so you don't have to throw it all at Bath and Body Works if you don't get treated the right way. That's my opinion, but that's something that I truly believe. So I have a budget, and I'm not allowed to spend my entire budget on the first day, because I do want to go back in sometimes. Now, it hasn't happened the last couple sales, but we have been living in strange times. Sometimes they have stuff and it keeps coming out, and you don't know where they're finding these mystery boxes in the back, and it just keeps bringing you in store and bringing you in store. But if I'm being honest, it's been since like 2018 since that's happened to me. I didn't go in 2019, and then last year it didn't happen. But yeah, I remember the times where like you dig to the bottom of those bins and you find something that like everybody's been looking for, and it was exciting. But that's not really the way they've been doing things. So you don't have to force yourself to think that I gotta go every day, or they could put out new stuff every day. Like, know what you're willing to spend. Set your budget up so if you're going to go once a week, it's over 3 weeks. That's a long marathon of a sale. But let yourself spend that $50 per week to go. That's $150 of the Bath and Body Works stuff on the cheap at the end of that sale. But if you spend $150 the first day, like I did probably, then you allow yourself to spend $600 by the end of the sale. So just know your limits. I mean, I'll get Christmas cards. So I don't know right now what mine is, because I typically just use my Christmas gift cards for SAS and birthday gift cards for Christmas and candles. It's just, you know, it's kind of all set up for me that way. But know what you're willing to spend. And if you have no budget, then just know what you don't want to go over. If you're like, I don't have to worry about that, that's cool. But like, at least do the inventory so you know what you should be spending on. That's kind of my thought. So I hope that this was interesting, fun. I want to have a conversation with you all in the comments. I do have a video tomorrow where I plan to do my hair, and I want to share with you my wish list, things I hope to find, things I'm looking for, as well as some recommendations for things that maybe you should be looking for. And then today I'm going to also film my top 21 candles of 2021. So you'll get to see this hair one more time, is for those of you that like the cute bun. But I hope that this video was helpful, just starting to make you think, because we're gonna go in. I know I'm gonna go crazy. I know I don't have this control next week. This time I won't. But I haven't gotten a coupon yet in the mail either, which always kind of tempts me one way or the other. But I've had plenty of coupons, but I've seen some get their SAS coupon. I mean, probably maybe this next week I should get mine, but I'll go either way. I'm just saying that coupon sometimes helps, but if it's just like a 10 off 40, no, I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in a video later. I really appreciate all of you, and we are going to have fun during semi-annual sale here. Just hopefully it's not $600 worth of fun. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.